afternoon, everyone. Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me today. This is going to be a reading for Capricorn for the September 20th to September 26th period. Now, we're going to start with this oracle deck to pull a card just to see what is the theme, the overall theme for Capricorn coming up this week. Keeping in mind there's a full moon in Pisces, which is going to be very emotional, very vulnerable time to be feeling all the feels. And there's also the equinox, so we're shifting seasons. And we've just recently arrived in Libra. So the sun is now in Libra coming up this week. So lots of interesting movement in the energies to consider as you go through your week. Now I'm going to cut and pull a card here for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time for Capricorn to reflect. Okay, so this is going to be a week of reflection, Capricorn. I think, if you've been feeling this energy coming up, you may have felt like you need more rest. You may have felt a need to withdraw. You may have felt sort of almost a stop on stuff you've been working on. You may have halted a little bit. You may have found that there's an obstacle. And sometimes that happens when we need to stop and reflect. So let's put that card here for us to consider as we move through your reading, Capricorn. Okay, let's get the tarot cards here. And then I'm also going to close the reading with a card from the Moon Oracle because of that full moon energy coming on the 20th or the 21st, depending on where you are on the planet. Okay, so Capricorn, what does Capricorn need to reflect on? Looks like it's a week of reflection for Capricorn, but what are my Capricorns reflecting on exactly, and what is the outcome going to be post-reflection? Okay, let's get started here. Okay, and we've got the Page of Pentacles in reverse on the bottom of the deck. Okay, Capricorn, so it looks like it is indeed a week of reflection for you. We see the Six of Swords in reverse, covered by the King of Cups in reverse. So what that tells me, Capricorn, is that there is a need for getting some distance from something. There's a need to heal something, and that there is a need to accept this healing as being necessary. So it seems like there's a bit of resistance to go there. You may be confronting some of your own shadow. You may be confronting with letting stuff go from the past, and it still has you feeling very emotional when you look at it. You're still not really able to observe without evaluating. When you think about this, or when you come into contact with this energy, Capricorn, it seems that you're still getting entangled in the drama, which is actually challenging your ability to heal from this. So if this is resonating for you, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, when you think about this situation, or when you are confronted with this situation, you find yourself still feeling the feelings. You're not over it, so to speak, okay? You're still getting wrapped up in the drama with that King of Cups in reverse. You are not able to observe without evaluation. You are still, whenever it comes up in your mind, or it comes to you in the physical world, you're confronted with this energy, you're still finding yourself unable to remain as that calm observer who just takes it all in without evaluation. You're still getting riled up by it. So it is indeed a time to reflect, to see why is this situation still got a grip on you. You're not able to see it yet for its process. You're still looking at it from a very emotional perspective. Now, top of mind for you right now, Capricorn, is this idea that you You need to shake things up. You're trying to generate change in the world, in your world, maybe in the world as a whole entity, but definitely in your world right now, you are trying to generate some change, but some reflection is still required because you're feeling very challenged by that. We've got the King of Wands in reverse. So your intuition is speaking to you. You're feeling that life force energy, but you're still challenged by it. Maybe because you're not sure what to do with it, and maybe because you're also really worried about what will the public think of this? How will other people respond if I truly express what's in my heart, on my mind, in my soul? You're worrying and wondering about, you might not be worrying, you might just be wondering, but take it as it resonates. How will people in the external world, so how will people around you, so the public, your family, friends, maybe, people, your work, maybe if you're thinking about shifting things with work, you're just consumed right now with the idea of, how is the external world going to respond to this? You might be taking a stand on certain issues that are quite controversial these days and finding that there's teams. There are teams. There's this team and that team and that team and that team. And it's sort of like you don't feel like you fit into any of these teams, and you're wondering what the consequence of that will be, or how will the response as things sort of start to escalate, what will the reaction of the external world be to this thing on my mind that, I'm feeling a little challenged to produce, but it's there. And with enough reflection, and healing, I might be able to express it. You're saying to yourself, you're like, I feel like saying to you, it's a matter of time. And I feel like that time is going to be spent in reflection for you, Capricorn. Now, the most recent past energy that you encountered that impacts this was this idea of your shifting mentally. It's almost like there's a part of you that's like, do I use my internal guidance, or am I supposed to be strategic and intellectual when I deal with this? Shall I choose logic to deal with this scenario? It seems that in the past, the most recent past energies have shown you that you are able to make mental shifts as necessary. This energy may also sometimes require isolation. So in the recent past, you may have felt, like I was saying when I started, that there's this need to withdraw. There's this need to sort of collect yourself and review things by reflection. You may already have felt the need to do this. So when you see the King of Swords, that's an Aquarius energy, air sign, masculine, logic, discernment, problem solving, looking at patterns, trying to decipher the ego from the true self. So it seems that energy has been ever present around you, Capricorn, in the recent past. And so that could be why in the present you're sort of wondering, what will the external world think of this evaluation that I've been doing? How am I going to express my vision in the current situation of my world, the world, with respect to the conditions of life right now? And how can I get distance enough to heal from something so that I can speak my truth more objectively without feeling like I'm being pulled into drama or pulled by emotion? I'm not having emotional reactions. I'm actually grounded in my truth and able to communicate that as such. So coming up in the future energy for you, Capricorn, we see the Chariot in reverse, which again points to this feeling that you're not sure yet. You're not sure yet how to align your vision with life, or how to express your vision in alignment with the energies that you're sensing. You need more time for reflection. That truly is the guiding message here in your reading. It is a week of reflection for you, Capricorn, so that you can sort of sort out how you're going to do this, or allow your intuition time to guide you. So you may need to spend your week spending some time in nature, spending some time in meditation, spending some time doing spiritual practices to quiet that mind so that you can hear your intuition. Okay, you are sitting in an inner narrative right now that suggests lack. Notice the camera light changing like that. You are sitting in a place right now where you're questioning abundance. You're worrying that this is mine and that's yours, and mine can't be replaced. Once I let go of one of these coins, that's it. It's never coming back. This is a narrative to keep your mind open about. This is a time to apply that King of Swords logic where you can shift mentally. Shifting your perspective will serve you greatly this week, Capricorn. And it's almost like if you can't shift your perspective, then just put it away and do something else, because this narrative could create energy around you where you're going to start to experience lack. You're going to start to experience scarcity, when really what you need right now is to trust in the universe that whatever is cooking up right now that you've been feeling for some time has a purpose, and it's not to break you. It might be to temporarily open you up to something new, but that this vibe of that's mine, this is yours, if I spend mine, it's gone, this unwillingness to share and take risks could be a response of fear. So it's important to reflect on that, to see, why do you feel this way? What is causing this inner narrative to say to you, there's not enough, I'm not enough, and that the world there isn't enough. I have to compete for everything. It's interesting because we do see this focus that you have on the external world. So you could be thinking about maybe other people who are doing what you're thinking about doing, as expressed in this King of Wands here, and you're coming up saying, well, I'm not enough. So that's interesting, Capricorn. You may want to have a look at that if that resonates, to see, well, why? Why do you think that of yourself? We've got this Page of Pentacles in reverse on the bottom of the deck too, which suggests that, you're being gifted something from the universe, but you don't see it. You don't see how it fits yet. And perhaps with a week of reflection, it will come. But in that week of reflection, try to expand your daily practices to include some things to sort of disrupt the pattern in your life, so that you can get clear on certain things. Yeah. Now, it appears that the external manifestation of yourself is that you're in a transitional period where you could be experiencing some new emotions, but it's almost like the external world sees you as being not willing to or ready to share in this emotion with others. Trust. When I see the Knight of Cups in reverse, I always think of feeling an emotional distrust of others. And it seems like others are picking up on that. So are you in doubt about how much the world has to offer you because you're feeling like you can't trust other people right now? That could be it. You could be going through a point right now where you're re-evaluating things in your life, including how you open your cup and invite people into your sacred space. And that might be shifting, Capricorn. You might be shifting, but a part of me wants to suggest that don't let the external world change your heart. Reflect, ground, and be yourself. Be yourself, no matter what the external world's response to that is. You know what I mean? Like, there will be people operating on a level of fear that might lash out at your light, but don't dim your light. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say. Like, be your brightest version of yourself. Shine as bright as you feel. And don't let the shadow in the external world diminish your light. Shine on, Capricorn. You could be the light that is necessary in your inner circle. So if you dim, you could be removing your light from a situation that requires it, even if you don't feel that way about yourself right now. Now, you are transitioning into a new chapter of your life, and you're resisting it a little bit. And that's the interesting part, is that you've been hoping for a shift. You've been wishing for a shift. You know there's a shift. You believe you are shifting into a new phase of yourself, and in terms of who you are and understanding yourself on a greater level. But as you shift, you fear. And it takes a lot for a Capricorn to sort of succumb to fear, but you're human and things are shifting. Things are changing. The external world is starting to shift. You understand that you need to align your energies and heal so that you can stop being so triggered by the external world and by people in your life, maybe that you have relationships with that are still unhealed. And all of this needs time for reflection. And again, you've done this exercise before where you've had to shift mentally in order to understand something and accomplish your goals. And so it's like you're coming into that now again, Capricorn, and a part of you is resisting this. And it's not because you doubt it or anything. It's mostly coming from an emotional place of fear and a lack of abundance in your heart, right? Like you're not feeling like you can take any risks right now because you're like, I don't have enough. I don't have enough to make this happen. You do. And if you don't, the universe will provide you with a pathway for everything that you require. It's almost like you just have to believe that pathway exists before you can see it. It's an interesting way our universe operates. Now, the outcome here, we see a beautiful Page of Cups in reverse. And as I said before, you have a Page of Pentacles on reverse at the bottom of the deck, who's followed by a Page of Rods, who's upright. So you've got 3 pages, which is beautiful, because that really does say to me that the universe has its eye on you. And there's something here that you're going to be doing, working on, starting, feeling inspired, drawn to. It's going to involve a lot of your physical effort and your emotional commitment, but it's going to be there. It's going to be there, and it's going to be driven by your intuition. You need time this week to reflect on whatever it is that is on your mind, because it's coming. It's coming up, and it is taking the form of a rebirth. We've got the Death card and the Page of Cups here. So you are experiencing the stages that you've experienced before, Capricorn, but the stages of evolving again. This is you shedding your skin here with the Death card and the Page of Cups in reverse. And when I see the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Wands behind there on the bottom of the deck, that really makes me feel like this is supported by divine timing, and that it is going to be your next chapter of life. They say our life happens in chapters of 7 or 10 years. I feel like, Capricorn, you are starting a new chapter, and it's the beginning. So you're just a little baby right now, and you're growing into your new path. And I say baby in the sense of like, it's raw, and it's brand new. It's brand new. It's a rebirth, right? When we are reborn, we are babies, right? We are babies that forget everything and have to try and remember from the beginning, and to feel things out with that reborn perspective, with your new eyes. How will you see the world with your new eyes, Capricorn? This is amazing. Okay, now to close your reading for the week of September 20th to the 26th, let's get a moon card here for you. We're going to shuffle and see what falls out for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Oh boy. Okay, we got 2 cards here, I think. 2. Let's see. Yes. A new start is coming in the new moon. Yes, it is. and don't let your past hold you back. South node, that's where you're moving away from. You're moving away from your south node towards your north node, which is your purpose, which is the reason you're here. And we're moving away and healing from that which is in our south node, and that is expressed here as well with the Six of Swords. So you are healing something that you're not gonna be in that space for much longer. And this card is saying, don't let your past hold you back. So a new start is coming, Capricorn, a brand new start. And that has been sort of the vibe of your tarot reading. You've got the reflect or oracle card here as well. So it's time to reflect so that you don't let your past hold you back. And you are starting something new. So this feeling you've been having that may have been keeping you in a place where you're not actually doing anything about anything, because it's like immobilizing you, is because it's time for you to actually ground down, reflect, and prepare for this shift in your chapter of life. Wow. Okay, Capricorn. If this reading has resonated for you, Capricorn, and you would like a personal reading, my email is in the description below. And as always, thank you so much for liking, subscribing, and watching. And we will see you again for another reading very soon. Sending you lots of love and light, my friends.